Once again, I welcome you all for the discussion on infinite series. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed what do you mean by an infinite series, starting with the sequence. Then, in the next class, we have discussed what is, the comparison test, which helps us to determine the nature of the given infinite series, whether it is convergent or divergent. Since throughout this unit, we are considering only the series of positive terms, there is no word of oscillatory series. So either given any series will be convergent or divergent. We just state that condition, oscillatory or oscillatory series. So that we are not going to consider such series here. So the second test I am going to consider for the discussion here, the ratio test. So ratio test, the difference between comparison test and ratio test is, for comparison test, given an infinite series summation an, we are supposed to choose one more series whose nature is known. But for the ratio test, it is not necessary to choose any other series. So only we will consider the given series, then we will check the ratio as n tends to infinity. Then we will decide its nature depending on the conditions. So the statement is, let summation an be a series of positive terms, an infinite series of positive terms, such that limit an plus 1 divided by an as n tends to infinity equal to L should be a finite number. Then the series, the given series summation an, will be convergent if L less than 1, divergent if L greater than 1, and gives no result if L equal to 1. So this is the statement of ratio test. So given any infinite series, we need to consider the general term an, from which we have to find an plus 1, then take the ratio and evaluate the ratio as n tends to infinity. Then check whether that ratio reduces to a finite number as n tends to infinity. If for otherwise, suppose it reduces to an infinite number, then we cannot apply a ratio test. If the ratio reduces to a finite number, then you have to check whether that number is greater than 1, less than 1, or equal to 1. If that number L is greater than 1, the series diverges, less than 1, the series converges, and equal to 1 on the boundary, then we cannot decide the nature of that series exactly. It may converge or it may diverge. So it is a very much important test that we will discuss now. Okay, let us consider problems on this. First problem I am going to consider problems. In fact, we can take a counter example to check the case L equal to 1 but series converges and some series diverges. I hope it is not necessary. Anyway, when L equal to 1, we cannot say anything about the nature of that series. It may converge or it may diverge. Problems, as usual, the statement will be, discuss the convergence of the following series. Discuss the convergence of the following series. So statement I am not going to write here actually. Discuss the convergence of the following series. First one I am going to consider 1 square by 2 plus 2 square by 2 square plus 3 square by 2 cube plus 4 square by 2 power 4 plus and so on. So this is the given infinite series. Solution. So given the infinite series is this one. So usually I don't write this statement again, but for the first problem I will write it properly. So next onwards I will directly write the general term. So 3 square by 2 cube plus 4 square by 2 power 4 plus and so on. Here if we look into the statement here, See, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square and so on. So numerator of the general term is n square. Denominator 2, that is you can consider as 2 power 1. So 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4. So 2 power n. So general term is an equal to n square by 2 power n. So from this we need to compute an plus 1. So obviously an plus 1 will be n plus 1 whole square divided by 2 power n plus 1. Now an plus 1 divided by an equal to an plus 1 is n plus 1 whole square divided by 2 power n plus 1 divided by n square divided by 2 power n. See, it will be actually n plus 1 whole square divided by 2 power n plus 1 means 2 into 2 power n into 2 power n divided by n square. So 2 power n get cancelled. Now that numerator and denominator terms can be written as, that implies an plus 1 divided by an equal to, see 1 by 2 we can take outside. This n plus 1 whole square we can write as n square times 1 plus 1 by n whole square divided by n square. So n square get cancelled. So we got 1 plus 1 by n whole square divided by 2. Now limit an plus 1 divided by an as n tends to infinity equal to 1 by 2. See, this is an independent of n, so we can write it outside the limit as n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n square, right? Now these two I have taken outside, right? So as n tends to infinity 1 by n, this will be 0, so this will remain with 1, so it is 1 by 2 into 1 or simply 1 by 2 which is less than 1. Hence the series converges. So we got L less than 1, therefore the series converges. Next, problem B. 1 plus 2 square divided by 2 factorial plus 3 square divided by 3 factorial plus 4 square divided by 4 factorial plus and so on. So while discussing the infinite series, the nature of the infinite series, one thing you have to keep in mind that, see, given any infinite series, suppose you have an infinite series summation an ranging from 1 to infinity, if you expand this it will be a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus and so on a infinity, it goes up to infinity. Removing or adding finitely many terms do not alter the nature of the series. See, if you remove these 3 terms and consider only this part, then the nature of the series won't change. Or if you add with this, if you had few more terms bk k ranging from 1 to 100, finitely many terms I am adding, then if this series is convergent, then the sum will also be convergent. So adding or removing finitely many terms don't change the nature of the series. That you have to keep in mind. Sometimes it may be useful in writing the general term. See, for example, here 2 square by 2 factorial, 3 square by 3 factorial plus 4 square by 4 factorial. So this may be in this form, 1 square by 1 factorial, but they have given this as just 1. So for writing general term you can just neglect this one. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ರೂಲ್ ಸಿಗೋಲ್ಲ ಜನರಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸನ್ನ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಸಿ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ first or second term is not going to follow the general formula. So in such case you can delete few terms, then using the remaining terms you can write the general formula or general term. So it is not necessary that the general term should follow all the terms. So sometimes it may be necessary to delete the first one, or anyway you can delete finitely many terms. You should not you are not allowed to delete infinitely many terms. Keep that in mind. So here no problem, it follows the rule, no problem with this solution. The general term is an equal to, see you can neglect this one, no problem. 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, it is n square divided by 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial and so on, n factorial. So the general term is an equal to n factorial. Okay, now an plus 1, thus an plus 1 equal to, it is obvious that n plus 1 whole square divided by n plus 1 factorial. Hence an plus 1 divided by an equal to an plus 1 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ n plus 1 whole square. See an plus 1 into 1 by an ಬರೀತೀನಿ. n plus 1 whole square divided by n plus 1 factorial into 1 by an. 1 by an ಅಂದ್ರೆ n square by n factorial. 1 by an means n factorial by n square. Okay, now it will be n plus 1 whole square. Here you can take n square outside, will be left with 1 plus 1 by n whole square divided by n plus 1 factorial, that you can write as n plus 1 into n factorial into n factorial divided by n square. So n square get cancelled, n square get cancelled, n factorial get cancelled. So you are left with, okay, I'll write that term here, 1 plus 1 by n whole square divided by n plus 1. Now limit an plus 1 divided by an as n tends to infinity will be equal to limit as n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n whole square divided by n plus 1. So as n tends to infinity, this will be 0, so numerator will be getting 1 divided by denominator. As n tends to infinity, this tends to infinity, so 1 by infinity you will be getting 0. So less than 1 series converges. See comparison test ಅಲ್ಲಿ equal to 0 ಬಂದ್ರೆ comparison test use ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ equal to 0 ಅಥವಾ not equal to 0, that is not a matter. Whether the number is less than 1, greater than 1 or equal to 1, that is the matter. Problem C. So the series is 4 by 3 plus 4 into 7 divided by 3 into 5 plus 4 into 7 into 10 divided by 3 into 5 into 7 plus and so on. Solution. So an is, the general term is, okay, before writing the general term, let us do one thing. Terms in numerator are 1 just like comparison test I am following here. 4, 7, 10 and so on. The nth term will be 4 plus common difference is 3, right? 3n minus 3. So 3n plus 1. Terms in denominator are it is 3, 5, 7 and so on. See, the first term is 3 plus common difference is 2, 2n minus 2. So that is 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1. So the general term is an equal to, I'll write here, an equal to, okay, I'll let it be visible. An equal to 4 into 7 into 10 and so on, 3n plus 1 divided by 3 into 5 into 7 divided by 2n plus 1. Hence an plus 1 equal to 4 into 7 into 10 and so on, 3n plus 1. This will be actually an, right? You have to write one more step in the sense you have to add 3 to this. It will be, okay, 3n plus 4 divided by 3 into 5 into 7 and so on, 2n plus 1 into, again adding to 2n plus 3. So that is an plus 1. Now we need to compute the ratio. Now an plus 1 divided by an equal to, an plus 1 is 4 into 7 into 10 and so on, 3n plus 1 into 3n plus 4 divided by 3 into 5 into 7 and so on, 2n plus 1, 2n plus 3 times, see 1 by an I will write here. 1 by an means you have to write it in a reverse order, and numerator denominator ulta madಬೇಕು. So 3 into 5 into 7 and so on, 2n plus 1 divided by 4 into 7 into 10 and so on, 3n plus 1. So now see 3 get cancelled, 5, 7. So this will cancel these terms up to 2n plus 1 and these will be cancelled with this one. So I will be getting an plus 1 divided by a into b, 3n plus 4 divided by 2n plus 3. Now taking limit on both sides as n tends to infinity, we will be getting thus limit as n tends to infinity, an plus 1 divided by an equal to limit as n tends to infinity, 3n plus 4 divided by 2n plus 3, right? N I will take outside, 3 plus 4 by n divided by, again here taking n outside, 2 plus 3 by n. So n get cancelled, we will be getting as n tends to infinity, 4 by n will be 0, 3 by n will also be 0, you get 3 by 2. 3 by 2 it is greater than 1, thus the series diverges. So we got a divergent series here. So next let us consider, I think, problem D. The series is 2 by 3 plus 4, 2 by 3 plus 4 plus 2 square by 3 square plus 4, 3 square plus 4 plus 2 cube by 3 cube plus 4 plus and so on. Yes, this is the problem D. Solution. 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 Can we write the general term directly? 2 power 1 by 3 power 1 plus 4. Yes. See, this 4 is common. 2 is fixed. 3 is fixed. So the general term is a n equal to, see, it will be 2 by 3 plus 4, that is common. 2 divided by 3 plus 4, this is common. As n varies, this power should vary, so it will be actually n, 2 power n. So 2 power n equal to 1 idaga 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. Adhe riti 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3. So it will be again n. So general term is a n equal to 2 power n by 3 power n plus 4. So you can guess a n plus 1 here only. A n plus 1 equal to 2 power n plus 1 divided by 3 power n plus 1 plus 4. Now a n plus 1 divided by a n equal to a n plus 1 divided by a n equal to 2 power n plus 1 divided by 3 power n plus 1 plus 4 into 2 power 1 by a n, right? 3 power n plus 4 divided by 2 power n. Now here the terms are very much crucial, but we can make it easy. Yes. So 2 power n plus 1 we can write as 2 into 2 power n into 3 power n plus 4. This we can write as 3 power n taking outside 1 plus 4 by 3 power n divided by 3 power n plus 1. You can take 3 power n outside. Here you will be remaining with 3 plus 4 by 3 power n into 2 power n. 2 power n get cancelled and 3 power n get cancelled. Now take limit as n tends to infinity. So thus limit as n tends to infinity, a n plus 1 divided by a n equal to limit as n tends to infinity. Yes, you can take 2 outside here, no problem. 2, this I have taken outside. 2 ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 2 times of limit as n tends to infinity 1 plus 4 by 3 power n divided by 3 plus 4 by 3 power n. So as n tends to infinity, this reduces to 0, this also reduces to 0, so we will be getting 2 by 3 which is less than 1. Thus the series converges. Now problem E. The given series is 3 by 4 plus 3 into 4 by 4 into 6 plus 3 into 4 into 5 divided by 4 into 6 into 8, 4 into 6 into 8 plus and so on. Solution. So given, okay, I'll write the general term directly. So the general term is, I think that might be difficult. numerator terms 3 into 4 into 5 and so on, so that is a continuous number, no problem with that. And the denominator, yes, that also we can write easily. Okay, let us write terms separately. So the numerator terms are 3 comma 4 comma 5 and so on. You can check that the general term will be n plus 3. Denominator terms are 4 comma 6 comma 8 and so on. Here 4 is the first term, common difference 2, so 2n minus 2, so it is 2n plus 2. 2n plus 2. So we got the general term. The general term is an equal to 3 into 4 into 5 and so on n plus 3 divided by 4 into 6 into 8 and so on 2n plus 2. And you can guess the next term, an plus 1 equal to, it is 3 into 4 into 5 and so on n plus 3 into n plus 4 divided by 4 into 6 into 8 and so on 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 4. 2n plus 4. Yes. Now an plus 1 divided by an. Now an plus 1. Now an plus 1 divided by an equal to 3 into 4 into 5 and so on n plus 3 into n plus 4 divided by 4 into 6 into 8 and so on 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 4 times 1 by an. I am multiplying. 1 by n means 4 into 6 into 8 and so on 2n plus 2 divided by 3 into 4 into 5 and so on n plus 3. Now these terms get cancels. 4 into 6 into 8, this cancels with this, and 3 into 4 into 5 up to n plus 3, that will be cancelled with this. So we will be getting an plus 1 divided by an equal to n plus 4 divided by 2n plus 4. So I can take n outside. So 1 plus this n ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1 plus 4 by n divided by ಮತ್ತೆ again n ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ n times of 2 plus 4 by n. So n get cancelled. Now taking limit as n tends to infinity, we'll be getting limit an plus 1 divided by an as n tends to infinity is equal to limit as n tends to infinity 1 plus 4 by n divided by 2 plus 4 by n. So as n tends to infinity, these two variations will remain with 1 by 2, that is less than 1. Hence the series converges. Now problem F. So the statement is 1 plus 3 by 1 factorial plus 3 power 2 by 2 factorial plus 3 power 3 by 3 factorial plus and so on. Solution. Here to write the general term, we may neglect this first term. Now we have 3 square, 3 cube and so on. So it is 3 power n by 1 factorial 2 factorial. See, when we have 1, here you have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So the general term is an equal to 3 power n divided by n factorial. In fact, this first term also follows this rule when if you take n equal to 0. But see, generally for sequence we count n from 1 to infinity only. We don't usually take n equal to 0. So we can neglect this term. So an equal to 3 power n by n factorial. ನಾನು ಮುಂಚೆ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ, ಫೈನೈಟ್ಲಿ ಮೆನಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೀರೀಸ್ದು ನೇಚರ್ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ an plus 1 equal to 3 power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 factorial. 3 power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 factorial. Thus, okay. Now an plus 1 divided by an equal to an plus 1 means 3 power n plus 1. That we can write as 3 into 3 power n divided by n plus 1 factorial, that is equal to into 1 by an, that is n factorial divided by 3 power n. So this can be written as 3 into 3 power n we can cancel, no problem. 3 divided by n plus 1 factorial, that is n plus 1 into n factorial So n factorial get cancelled. So we remain with this we got as 3 by n plus 1. So an plus 1 divided by an, we got 3 divided by n plus 1. That is, we got from that as taking limit as n tends to infinity, an plus 1 divided by an equal to limit as n tends to infinity 3 by n plus 1, which is 0 less than 1. So the series converges. So with this we have discussed many problems on the convergence or divergence using a ratio test. So here I'll state some exercise problems. So try to solve this later. Problem A, 1 cube divided by 4 plus 2 cube divided by 4 square plus 3 cube divided by 4 cube plus 4 cube divided by 4 power 4 plus and so on. B, 2 by 3 plus 2 into 4 divided by 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4 into 6 divided by 3 into 4 into 5 plus and so on. C, 1 square divided by 1 factorial plus 2 square divided by 2 factorial plus 3 square divided by 3 factorial plus 4 square divided by 4 factorial plus and so on. D, 2 by 4 plus 2 into 5 by 4 into 8 plus 2 into 5 into 8 divided by 4 into 8 into 12 plus and so on. So apply a ratio test and try to find the nature of these infinite series, and let us discuss the solution. If in case of you don't get the solution, let us discuss them in the next class.